My name is Paul Grunthal. This is my father, who came to Canada in 1949 to flee the Soviet occupation of Estonia. Just recently this year we received news that my great-aunt's body was found in a mass grave in Estonia. Growing up, I would say we didn't know a lot of the story initially. It was very vague. It wasn't something at that point that people really liked to discuss.
Nobody talk about it. Nobody talk about my sister, you know.
Nobody talked about what happened to your sister?
No. And I didn't know, not in the family, you know.
Well, 43, 49 was when Leda started, joined the mälestusi with the first group. The group was found out, so they had to move several times. And then the last move was the move to the bunker at Putipalo, where in 53, which was the time when the Red Army had put out a very strong order that all these, what they call bandits, or the Forest Brothers, or the mälestusi, had to be obliterated. And it was a very strong order, and they were extremely ruthless in exterminating all of them, or as many as that they could find. So one of the neighboring farmers, there's actually documented proof in some of the old KGB records that show that he had been worked on and tortured quite a few times in order to give out a location of this bunker. And they tried 3 times. The first 2 times he led them out into the forest on a wild goose chase. And the 3rd time he tried to lead them close, maybe to warn them, but by that point I guess the army had sort of known where the location of the bunker was. But I mean, you know, after being tortured 3 times, who's to know? And then there was I think it was somewhere around a 4-hour battle, because they weren't going to give up, because they knew really there really was no alternative at this point for them. And one of the soldiers was killed, 2 were injured. And unfortunately, all 8 people were killed.
Did you know what her fate was? Did you know much about what had happened?
No, we didn't know nothing. Just because they just say, you know, there was a big fight, and there were some people were killed, you know, and they were märtsi ajal, mil oli kaunis sügav lumi, roega olid nad vedanud seda laivat välja sealt. Ja peale seda keegi ei tea, kus nad läksid. Ei teadnud matmise kohta ega midagi.
Ja siis järsku tuleb mingit telefonikõne eelmine aasta.
See oli, kus nad selle haua leidsid. Helistas, et nad on leidnud, tahtsid minu ID-d, et nad on leidnud haua, kus on 10 inimest, ja nad tahavad kindlaks teha need jäänused, kes need olid, tead. Nendel on DNA ja nad tahavad minu käest DNA saada, tead. Ja ma ütlesin, kas olete nõus? Ma ütlesin, jaa.
The initial phone call we didn't believe. We didn't believe it was from Estonia. We didn't believe it had anything to do with Leda. And then it wasn't through more conversations and emails that we were able to find out, no, this is true, this is happening. I know this is 60 years ago, but you know, we're going to find out more. But you know, from a family perspective, it's very important that you know what happened to your family, and you know, especially when it's split and they're so far apart.